Hey, welcome back to my channel, guys. This is Steve from Rockstar Eater coming to you with another rockin' episode. And you guys notice in front of me that I have all these snacks laid out, and these are Korean snacks. But it's not just any typical Korean snack that you would find in a Korean grocery store or supermarket. These Korean snacks come from a very special part of Korea in the southernmost province called Jeollanam-do, which is known for their natural organic products, also known for their seafood as well. And I've never tried anything like this before, so this is going to be such an interesting experience for me. And I don't really eat Korean snacks that often, so this is going to be very fun for me. And of course, a lot of you guys have never seen anything like this as well, so that's why I encourage you to stick all the way to the end of this episode so that you can get this overview of some really amazing Korean snacks that if you end up liking, then you can order it from the Amazon store, which is in the video description link. So yeah, be sure to stick all the way to the end of this episode so that you can see all this amazing Korean snacks from this region of Korea. And also, if you guys are new to this channel, then take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell in order to get these episodes weekly. And now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try some of these exotic Korean snacks. Before I start eating these foods, I do want to mention that for a limited time only, you could get 20% off of your order if you go to the Jeollanam-do store. So check out the Amazon link in the video description. If you type in the promo code, which you'll see on the screen, then you'll get 20% off of your order. So remember guys, this is for a limited time only, so take advantage of this offer. Before I get started eating this stuff, I think a lot of you guys still have questions about this province in which all of these snacks came from. So just letting you know up front that Jeollanam-do is sponsoring this video. So it's all thanks to them that you can see this overview of all these cool snacks from that region. It's a region in the southern part, this province in southern Korea, where it's known for like the local businesses and farmers that bring all this really great natural organic foods. And Jeollanam-do is called the Kitchen of Korea because of its amazing agriculture, its fishing industry, and of course all of its beautiful scenery and mountains and oceans that's responsible for all this great natural produce that comes from that region. And many of these ingredients are farmed naturally and organically. Jeollanam-do is known as Korea's largest organic producer that produces some of the best snacks and drinks and cooking ingredients that you can find in all of Korea. And all of it is cultivated with all natural practices, no artificial or chemical fertilizers. I think what I'm going to do is start with the green plum tea. So before I start munching on the other foods around me, I want to go with a drink. This is a pretty cool one. This is called a green plum tea. And these are like, this is basically like an extract where you can use it to make tea. You can even use it to make like certain foods, like the way my mother uses it, and also just, you know, even salad dressing. So there's just so many ways that you can use it. And what's cool about this one is that there's no additives in it, you know, other than the, so it's basically made of like green plum and some sugar, but basically it is like really natural. And this thing is aged for like 3 years, so that it has like really the purest flavor, that it's sweet and has that nice sour plum taste to it. So what I decided to do today is to take a scoop of it and to put it in water to make a tea out of it. So I want to see what does it taste like, at least as tea. Wow, that is good. That's a, you know, it works so good as tea. So when I drink the tea, that's what exactly what it feels like. It tastes like a tea. But if you are not a sweet tea type of person, then this might not be your cup of tea. Do you get it? This is, like I said, it has like a sweet flavor to it. It's just a little bit sour and a little bit tart, but it's like a really pleasant sourness to it where you can really taste that fruity plum flavor to it. Oh, this is good. The fish and chips. So this is the first one that I'm going to eat for today, the fish and chips. So I heard that they have like a really strict standard when they are selecting their fishes, even to make something like this. I mean, doesn't that sound so cool? That means this thing is going to be not just like delicious, but it's going to be probably healthier than your average like American snack, I guess. So I'm excited to try this. And oh, okay, let's see what's in here. So I see it. They kind of look like chips. Yeah, just like your pretty standard chips, but then again, what does it taste like? That's the question. Wow, that's very interesting. It's good though. It tastes just like fish and chips. That's the flavor that I taste in my mouth. But then something also that's unique about the way it tastes to it, it has kind of a little bit of a sweetness to it. So just think of like that fish and chip type of flavor with the crunchiness of the chips and then a little bit of sweetness as well. That's the best way that I can describe this fish and chips flavor. I don't think I've ever had anything like this before. This one, just like the fish and chips, squid chosen according to the highest standard, and it's supposed to also be not too oily as well, which is a good thing for a lot of us. And that sounds good to me. Let me see what this one tastes like. Tastes like just like squid. I love that crunch to it. So the squid, it's not like, you know, squid flavored chips. It actually is squid because you could taste the chewiness of the squid, but then it has a nice like crispiness to it as well. Almost kind of like squid that's been battered and deep fried. It kind of has that texture to it, which is good. I mean, I've had like dried squid before, but this is one of the most interesting tasting squids that I have. It's not too oily. I mean, there's a little bit of oil on it, but it has such amazing flavor, like a really good dried squid flavor to it, a really nice crispiness to it all around. Oh yeah, I'm digging this one. You know, I don't remember when was the last time I had fried seaweed. Maybe this is the first time I'm having it as a snack, but just like the squid as well as the fish and chips, made according to the highest standard. It's seaweed that's lightly battered, deep fried, and supposed to be really delicious from what I heard. Oh. All right, here we go. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, yeah, so they're kind of small pieces of seaweed that's been battered and deep fried. It looks so delicious. Wow. Oh man, this one's good. Whoa, this is really good. So when I taste it, I already taste like the seaweed flavor to it. And if you had not had Korean seaweed before, you probably don't know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So just imagine that flavor with the batter over it, that crispiness all around. It's like a perfect snack. I never knew how good seaweed can taste as like these chips. It's really amazing. So the next one I'm going to try is the organic yuzu juice. I don't know what a yuzu juice is. I think it's kind of like the equivalent of Japanese yuzu. All I know is that it's a citrus drink. It has 3 times more vitamin than lemons. It's a good source of vitamin C. It goes really well as dressing, like even on yogurt from what I understand. Wow, that's really good. So I guess I would say it kind of tastes like orange juice in some ways, but it's just a little bit more sour and tart. Maybe kind of like if you were to mix orange juice and lemon juice together, but it has a nice taste to it. If you're into fruit drinks, especially fruit drinks that are citrusy like orange juice, maybe even to some degree lemonade, then this is something that you definitely should try. And the next one that I'm going to try is the organic seaweed snack. Now, I did get 2 different ones. Another one is like the organic roasted seaweed that doesn't have like the salt on it. And you use this in order to make like sushi rolls and gimbap. But I'm not going to be making that stuff. So what I want to do is to sample what it tastes like as snacks. So I'm going to be eating out of this one today. And then the other one, the sheets, I'll be using in the future for when I make, I don't know, like sushi or something. I don't think I've seen like bite-sized seaweed that's like this small. But I don't care. I just want to know what it tastes like. I'm going to take another one. Oh, that's good. So I've had seaweed snacks before, and some of them, you know, it's different. Like some of them is, I mean, all of them are dried, but some of them could be oily than others. Some of them are like saltier than others. This one has a nice taste to it. It's not that salty, which some people like and some people don't like. And it does have like a decent amount of oiliness to it so that it's like really savory and melt in your mouth, inside your mouth. But if you don't eat this by itself, you can definitely use this, put some Korean rice in it, and it will make for a really good snack. So just letting you know that you can get these as like these little bite-sized snacks, or you can get like the whole sheet like this and try to make like sushi rolls or gimbap with it. And then next one I'm gonna try is the dried sweet potato chips. This is gonna be really interesting. It's like shaved, basically bite-sized sweet potato chips that have been roasted and been preserved so that basically you can eat it as a snack. I don't know when was the last time I had sweet potato chips. Whoa, this is a very interesting looking one. What is this? Man, this is like a, they're all kind of stuck together, so I'm gonna definitely need to separate this. Wow, it's really chewy. It's almost like gummy in some ways, but I like it though. It has like a nice chew to it all around. So it doesn't taste like sweet potato in the sense, you know, like when you make it fresh and it has kind of like that mushy texture. This is more kind of like a chewy, gummy type of texture, which is really good. And you know, I thought this was going to be much sweeter, but it has like a slight sense of sweetness to it. You can taste a lot of that potato flavor. And I heard that if you were to warm this up a little bit, it would actually bring out more of the natural flavor of the potato. So if you end up getting this one, then try toasting it up a little bit and it'll probably taste maybe even better. Now keep in mind, just like I said, this is only a small sample of the many things that you can get, especially if you go to the Amazon store link. But out of these different items that I tried today, all of them were really good. But if I had to tell you which ones that I think you absolutely should get, one of them is definitely the green plum tea. Like I said, this is a delicious drink. It's multi-use, it's really healthy. The fact that it's been aged for 2 to 3 years really makes it such a, wow, such a special drink. So yeah, especially as tea, it goes really good. Cold tea, hot tea, really delicious plum flavor. And then in terms of the snacks, you know what I really loved? I really loved the fried seaweed snack. This one was just so delicious. And if you're a seaweed fan, you're definitely gonna like this one. And the, let's see, where is the other one? The crispy squid, here we go. The crispy squid one is also really good as well. And if you don't like squid, then maybe this one is something you pass on. But if you like squid, this one has really a great chew to it, a really nice crunchiness to it. Oh, I just love it. Oh yeah. And you know, I wish I could just say everything. Like even the sweet potato snacks are good. The seaweed, you know, the organic seaweed snack was pretty good as well. But I would say just go online and take a look at the store and see whatever interests you. And I don't think you can really go wrong with most of these items. They're, like I said, it's very special Korean snacks that come from that special region of Korea that's known for its organic, natural produce and seafoods and drinks. So that in itself makes it something worth checking out. So if this is something that you guys are interested in getting yourself, it has my thumbs up, my approval. Just go to the link below on the video description so that you can go to the store and to order it online and they will ship it to you. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode of Rockstar Eater, and if you like what I'm doing here on the show, give me a thumbs up. Also comment on the section below if you've tried any of these foods before or you would like to recommend some other Korean snacks, maybe even from that region that we should all try. then please do let us all know. And finally, like I said, subscribe to this channel because I release food videos weekly, some of the best on the internet that you don't want to miss out on. And also be sure to check out the other videos on my screen so that you can be directed to some of the other food adventures that I've done all around the city. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.